What's up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, back at it again, bringing you some more facts on the Warhammer universe. This time, we will be going back in time to the 30th millennium as we go into the facts of the cults of the Thousand Suns. So ready your psychic hoods as we go into this psychic lore. During the Great Crusade, the Thousand Suns Legion was highly unusual in that it could be described as almost a legion of pure psykers, while some of the Marines of the Nine Fellowships, or companies, that made up the legion by the close of the Crusade had little or no psychic ability. Many possessed immense power. This power was harnessed and developed by the legion cults. There was a total of 5 cults being represented by the different aspects of psychic powers employed by the Thousand Suns, and each one specialized in one particular area of psychic mastery. It is currently unknown what happened to the cults of the Thousand Suns in the aftermath of the Horus Heresy, but for now we will dive into each of the 5 cults, starting with the cult of the Corvidae. The Corvidae's specialty was precognition, the ability to see into the future. Their purpose was to guide the Legion along its path in conflict and overall philosophical development. Specific battlefield applications of this power included not only foreknowledge of enemy strategy, but direct knowledge of events to happen. This would allow a member of the Corvidae to move safely through incoming barrages or execute precision gunfire in the most complex of circumstances. The symbol of the Corvidae was that of a black raven's head. Some of the more notable members of this cult included Ahriman, the Magister Templii of the Corvidae, and the Chief Librarian and First Fellowship Captain of the Thousand Suns. Aemon, who was equerry to Magnus the Red and Ninth Fellowship Captain, was also the founder of this cult and the first Magister Templii. Anku Anen was the guardian of the Great Library of Prospero, and Sobek was a practicus to Ahriman, was also in this cult. The cult of the Pyrae. The Pyrae are pyrokinetic, able to both generate and control fire. Their powers can also be used to make them effectively immune to pain or injury caused by fire. They can project the fire they generate in many ways, principally as variations of shields or projectiles. The temperature and lethality of flame can also be controlled, as it is warp-powered. Pyrae fire can become exceedingly lethal to not only anything it alights, but also anything in the immediate vicinity of the flames. Pyrae teachings also seem to include the ability to control and manipulate automata such as robots and even titans. The symbol of the Pyrae was that of the Scarlet Phoenix. Notable members include Calophis, the Magister Templii of the Pyrae and 6th Fellowship Captain, Aura Magma, the 8th Fellowship Captain. Both Menphia and Kythiga were the founder of this cult, and Tolbek was an adept of the Pyrae, and also a member of Ahriman's cabal and later killed by Ahriman himself. The cult of the Pavoni. The Pavoni are apparently able to use their psychically generated powers to manipulate body chemistry in themselves and others. In skilled practitioners of this, they can be displayed as both the control over one's appearance, being able to, within reason, resculpt one's facial features into a more pleasing cast. Another simple use was of making oneself immune to dehydration. Direct battlefield demonstration of Pavoni abilities tended to focus on the offensive use of lightning generated from one's own nervous system and the ability to boil the blood of their enemies. Pavoni are also able to use their abilities in the field of healing. Ahriman was said that members of the Pavoni tended to be the most egocentric of the Thousand Suns, and their symbol consisted of a colorful feather. The notable members of the Pavoni include Hathor Mat, the Magister Templii of the Pavoni and also 3rd Fellowship Captain. Hastar was also a member of the First Fellowship and he is particularly notable for being the first member of the Legion to fall victim to the flesh change since the coming of Magnus. He was shot by Leman Russ in a mercy killing, and was one of the first ever recorded Astartes to be killed by a member of the Space Wolves. Some say that he was also the founder of this cult, but it is unclear if it was he or another Astartes by the same name. The Cult of Athenians. The Athenians are telepaths, able to read the thoughts of others as well as transmit their own. Anathenians complement Corvidae in intelligence operations. While Corvidae interpret what may happen and influence strategy, Athenians are able to discern current movements and influence immediate tactics. Athenians also provide secure communication. Battlefield roles involve direct intelligence gathering and transmission. The notable members include Balak Uthasar, Magister Templi of the Athenians and 5th Fellowship Captain, the founder of the cult, Phanak, and Thomes. It is unclear which one, or if both, were considered the founder of this cult. We have the final cult, the Cult of Raptora. The Raptorae are telekinetic, trained in using their own powers as a means of both offense and defense. Offensively, they can direct physical objects at their enemies, as well as use their powers to directly manipulate the enemies themselves, such as ripping parts off of them or throwing them asunder. Defensively, they generate kinetic shields, barriers of invisible physical force that block attacks. Kinetic shields are not just generated for personal protection, they can also project this ability to shield others. The largest kinetic shield known to have been achieved covered the entire city of Zika, generated from the Raptorae pyramid by a masked group of cult members. Generating such shields can be draining for the Marine or Marines involved, with damage inflicted on the shield eventually taking a toll. The Raptora group generating the Zika kinetic shield suffered fatalities while resisting particularly high-yielded weaponry. The notable members of this cult included Phocis Takar, the Magister Templi of the Raptorae and 2nd Fellowship Captain, Phael Toron, the 7th Fellowship Captain, Atep, the founder of the cult, alongside Loxentept. And with that, we have given you 40 facts on the psychic disciplines, or better yet, the cults of the Thousand Suns. Let me know if you enjoyed this 30k lore, and if you want me to cover more on the Thousand Suns. Also let me know in the comments down below what other subject you wish me to give you 40 facts on. Don't forget to like and share this video to all your friends so they could also see the epicness that is Warhammer 40k. We also have a Patreon page, and on that page you guys can pledge $1 to us, and that'll help us bring you more 40k videos. And as always guys, I am the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I am signing out.